Welcome back everyone to your weekly reading. Today's spirit board that we will be working with is the element board. These are available for sale. It is extra cost for the crystals to be embezzled on there, depending on what crystals you desire, depends on cost. And these petals here is rue. Alrighty. And we will also be using the Cross Street Oracle cards. We will also be using the Floral Mancy Oracle cards. And today, the dice that we will be using to roll on the element board are the Angel Compass dice. So let's get this started. As always, we will be rolling according to each element. So what sign you are, you'll know what element you are. So we'll be rolling for Earth. Earth is Virgo, Taurus, and oh my goodness, I can't remember that one sign. Forgive me on that. But I can actually refer to one of my cards here. Let's see which one is Earth. My apologies, folks. Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. That's it. Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Alrighty, you got double Gabriel that has fallen on the west and the north. So the puzzle here is letting you know, all earth signs, you have to get a grip on past issues. Because if you don't get a grip on your past issues, it's interfering with your money house in order to propel forward. Because sometimes when you have certain things on your mind, you may not realize that it's reflecting in your work environment, or that very issue could be within your work environment. So with it being double Gabriel, it's telling you in a nutshell, especially with it, being darkening of the moon, it's time to just get rid of all that no longer serves you so you can propel forward in your money house, okay? That's the message to all earth signs. Now for all air signs, this is for Libra, Gemini, and forgive me, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Okay. I do cards. I don't claim to know all the zodiacs according to elements, so I'm still learning that part, polishing up some rough ends. So here we go, rolling for all air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, Gemini, you have an immediate message that has fallen off the board. Please pay attention, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Basically, in a nutshell, you have St. Michael that fell on St. Michael, and this is about forgiveness issues. So with it falling off the board, you are at an immediate crossroads right now on a forgiveness issue. And it has fallen in the southwest. So you might be dealing with a water sign. That could be anyone from like Cancer, Scorpio, and what is that fourth water sign? Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So when you find yourself dealing with someone of a water sign and you're trying to deal with forgiveness issues, it is advised to cut the cords of what no longer serves you. Even if it's just petty little bullshit, it's really up to you on how much you want to deal with. So again, pay attention to your crossroads decision. This right smack dead in front of you. Cut your cords, because it can either make or break you. Next, we are rolling for South. South is all about Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Okay, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, you guys, all fire signs, you have an immediate message. And this is on the part of the moon when it starts to, okay. Your message within a couple of weeks, you are to pay attention to whoever you hold close in your love house, what is close to you and what you love. Because you're going to have a crossroads decision, immediate message, whatever crossroad decision about your past will affect your love house. So be careful when you propel forward on your decision making. I can't tell you what to do. Again, it depends on what crossroads you are at. But again, keep in mind, whatever your decision is, it can either make or break your love house. So that decision is going to be at your plate possibly within a couple of weeks. Okay? Now next we are going to be rolling for water signs. These I do know. This is Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Okay, you guys, water signs, you also have a crossroad decision that has fallen directly off the board, just like the air signs. So your immediate message is whatever your crossroad decision is that is preventing an obstacle going towards the future. So you could be dealing with some, the way the dice falls here, Raphael fell on Michael's sword. So this is letting you know you have to cut your cords of something that is preventing you from moving forward, whether it be love, money, it could be anything, or it could be all of them. That's the reason why it fell off the board. So again, it's up to you on how to cut your cords. It doesn't mean you got to necessarily burn the whole bridge, but if you have to keep yourself warm to build another one, then so be it. But again, it's up to you on what you want to do. So in a nutshell, water signs, your crossroads decision is basically up to you if you want to better yourself or not, or be in a repetitive cycle. And that's it for you guys. So let's start pulling cards for all earth signs. This is telling me this should be for earth. Earth, you got two cards that kind of stuck together, so we're going to put you together. And for air, fire, and water. Water, you're a mess. You got 4. Okay, so this is how it's going to go for all earth signs, which you should be paying attention to. 8 of earth, it's time to make a wish. That's great, because earth on earth. So this is all about you, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. This is the area that is ruled by Uriel. A good planet to work with is also Mars in order to make your wish. So like on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday would be a good time to manifest a wish that you normally would never wish for. You also have 2 of fire, and this is finding balance in the forgiveness area. Questions you should be asking yourself. Are both parties seeing marriage for the future? Are you heeding caution with your wishes? Are you making the right choices now? Are you aiming in the wrong direction? You have come into your own. Taking action now can lead to a bumpy result. Mind your ripples, new patterns, and partners. Keep moving forward. So basically, keep moving forward with your business on what you need to moving forward. If you're having a hard time moving forward, especially if you're starting your own business or doing your own thing, or you're finding yourself doing something alone and you're also dealing with emotional issues on top of it in a relationship, can be very trying at that time. So it's just a reminder to find balance within your emotions. Hence, first reaction is an emotional reaction, which is never the right reaction. So just take your time with it and just keep moving forward. And that's for Earth. Air signs, you have 1 card direct and to the point, which most air signs are that way. You have the 5 of Earth. And so this has to do with your money house or prosperity moving forward. Number 5, it's all about new beginnings. You could possibly be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus during this time. This is what you need to be asking yourself, all air signs, okay? Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, this is what you should be asking yourself. Has anyone spoke ill will of you or someone you love? I just find it interesting because I'm a Gemini. Is there entrapment? Is there diplomacy? Are you seeing your fears and learning from them and learning something new of yourself? Accept changes, move on. This is your time, never jump to conclusions. So basically, in a nutshell, it's all about new beginnings with whatever you're moving forward with in your prosperity house. Who gives a shit that people are talking ill will about you? Because if you start paying attention to that gossip, that will make you feel entrapped, and then you will feel that you have no diplomacy. So if you let that go, that's seeing a new fear in yourself and letting it go, so you're learning something new about yourself. Just keep propelling forward. Accept the changes, you know, and even if you're doing something right all the time, maybe you need to pull the reins back on how much you bring to the plate. And, you know, it's just like, you know, a sponge on a dish sink. You know, people will use it and use it and use it and use it, and then once it's worn out, they throw it away. So Don't put yourself in a situation when you feel worn out. South, this is fire. You had 4 of fire. Fire on fire. So this is crossroads decision. You're also surrounded by angels and guides. Do you have harmony due to hard work? Are you taking deserving rest? Are you allowing positive change in your life? Again, remember, this is for fire signs and you got fire. So this is all about issues of forgiveness. Forgiving others. Make sure you speak from the heart. Also speak from the heart when forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself. Also for letting something go on too long than it should have. You know, sometimes that's the hardest forgiveness. Do you have material wealth? And are all your needs looked after but have a wounded heart? Sometimes some people can take for granted having the house, having the car, having food every day, having clean clothes every day. Sometimes some people take those very things very, like, as a matter of fact, when to some people it's such a necessity, they don't have that luxury every day. But you can also have a wounded heart. You know, there's a lot of people I know out there that are in senseless marriages just to have the comforts of that. So again, how that applies to you, you have to take the proper actions on what you feel you should, or if you're content where you're at, stay where you're at. Are you enjoying relief now? Sometimes some people, when you work hard your whole life and then you have a chance to relax, you don't know how, so you can kind of go stir crazy a little. So that could also be the case. Or like if you're older and all the kids are moved out of home, that's like the mom not knowing, you know, what next to do, stuff of that nature. But that never means we have to result backwards to high school, especially if you were a young mom. That doesn't mean revolt backwards to what used to be. Keep moving forward. Doesn't mean we have to act like high school assholes, you know, and jackasses and drama and bullshit. It just makes no sense. Also, too, it says right here, time of cutting the cords. So you have to cut some cords. Contentment and happy home life. So if you're creating your own wounded heart and not recognizing the happy home life you have around you, you might want to take that into reconsideration. And also, too, there is a completion of a project coming soon. So if you don't see it coming, maybe you need to get to it. So whatever project you have been working on, you need to get back to it. Now we have 4 cards here for water signs. Okay, you water signs, good Lord. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancers. Alrighty, 4 cards. Your first card here, King of Earth. A man who is dominant and prefers to be dominant in a relationship. One who only shows one side to him, the hard-working side. So this is an older gentleman with dark hair, dark eyes that prefers to be dominant. That doesn't necessarily mean he could appear dominant. Dominant in his eyes could be taking care of everything in the household. You know, dominance can also be in just other areas, such as one is, as I was saying before, taking care of things, or one that prefers to be the one making decisions of that nature. So it really depends on how it is in your life. You could be dealing with a male that's dominant all the way around the board, or only dominant in certain situations. If people only see the hardworking side to him, maybe you shouldn't take advantage of how soft they are on the other side when they're private behind doors. So definitely treat that with a little more nurturing, motherly love on that end. The Queen of Water. This is someone with dark hair also, or possibly light brown hair. This is a relationship developing at a new level. It also is letting you know to trust your gut or be in a rut with this person, because when dealing with a water sign, when dealing with someone of the past, sometimes some people will show up from their past when they're already with somebody. It's just something that happens, and it always happens around Mercury retrograde, and then when it's Mercury direct, it can even be more dramatic. Like myself, I did have an ex that I haven't even spoken to in 25 years come bother me. Shit happens. So it's reminding you that you walked away from this person for a reason, but it's also a card of reminder of forgiveness. So it's about moving forward. So sometimes it can be, you could look at the situation and be like, there is no way in hell I'm moving forward with this person. But if not, learn to let it go and move forward for yourself. Because you have the 10 of air here, because this is letting you know that it's a time of rest. And when you have the time of rest, when it's the 10 of air, especially with issues of the past going towards the future, this is a time of learning lessons. It's a time of moving forward fearlessly and fearlessly. It's all about getting rid of what no longer serves you. The ace, the people that rule this card are people with light eyes. So you might want to pay attention to people around you with light eyes, because this follows the one of water, which is wash your hands from the situation. This is letting you know past issues, you should never take it to heart. It's letting you know, is there a new relationship, or the relationship you're in, is it a new beginning? Also, too, a cycle of emotions. Are they content? If not, why not? Is there instability, and is there a false heart? Also, too, are you respecting nature to have balance? Because sometimes we could not pay attention to nature, and nature will bite you back in the ass. And also, too, are you thinking twice before making any decisions? Because if you make a decision on an emotional reaction, which is your first reaction, which is never the right reaction, it can cause a lot of problems and drama in your life. And last but not least, cherry on top, let's get these Floromancy cards out of the way, one for each sign. And this is direct message. I guess the best way of describing it is how to take those cards in your next direction. So that is for earth, this is for air, this is for fire, and this is for water. So earth signs, protected by close loved ones. So go ahead and make your wishes. You are protected. Keep marigolds around. Over here for air, protection is needed at this time. Hence people talking ill will about you, because people can sit in a circle and talk like a bunch of catty hand bitches, and that's technically a form of black magic. Fire signs, and beware of abusive, unhealthy people and family, especially when you're moving forward, fire, because you guys are all learning about forgiveness issues. It's okay to forgive these people, but that doesn't mean they have to continuously be part of your life. And for water signs, surround yourself with like-minded people. Perfect time to manifest your dreams. So as soon as you let go of things, things will get better in the future. And that's it. Peace, love, and light to you all. Namaste. Click the links below if you desire to purchase the Floromancy deck, which are these. Or if you wish to purchase the Cross Street Oracle cards or a reading, please click the link below this video. Peace.